Welcome back to Cold Case Vault, the place where we dig deep into the most haunting, unsolved mysteries. Before we dive in, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more true crime stories delivered straight to you. Now, let's get into the chilling case of the Long Island Killer. In December 2010, Suffolk County police officer Jeffrey Reich and his cadaver dog were searching along Ocean Parkway near Gilgo Beach, Long Island, looking for Shannon Gilbert. Shannon was a 24-year-old escort who had vanished under strange circumstances after a frantic 911 call months earlier. What started as a search for one missing woman quickly turned into a nightmare no one was prepared for. A set of human remains wrapped in burlap sacks. That discovery sent shockwaves through the community. Within days, 3 more bodies were found nearby. All 4 women were escorts who had disappeared over a span of a few years. Local law enforcement began to suspect a serial killer was on the loose, turning Long Island's peaceful, scenic beaches into a dumping ground for a predator. The media quickly labeled the case the Long Island Killer, or Gilgo Beach Killer, capturing national attention because of its dark and disturbing nature and the vulnerability of the victims. As the search radius grew, more remains emerged. Over the following years, authorities uncovered at least 10 sets of human remains. Some victims were badly decomposed, others dismembered or scattered in the woods and dunes. Many were wrapped in burlap, a grim signature pointing to a single perpetrator's method. The fact that such horrors had taken place for years within a populated suburban area was terrifying. The investigation was among the most complex and high-profile serial murder cases in recent American history. But despite significant resources and public interest, progress was agonizingly slow. Police struggled to connect the dots for years. Families were left devastated without answers. Media coverage faded as the case went cold, and speculation grew about whether the killer had stopped or moved on. The Suffolk County Police Department faced harsh criticism from victims' families and community members for perceived investigative failures and slow progress. Many wondered how a killer could have operated so close to home for so long without being caught. For over a decade, the Gilgo Beach case haunted Long Island's residents. A haunting reminder of the darkest parts of human nature hiding in the shadows of suburbia. Families of the victims organized vigils, advocacy groups pressed for renewed attention, and the women, once nameless, became symbols of the need for justice. Their stories brought awareness to the dangers sex workers face, especially those using online platforms like Craigslist to find clients. Then, in early 2022, a new task force formed to revisit the cold case. Combining advances in forensic science, digital forensics, and criminal profiling, investigators pored over old evidence with fresh eyes. One of the most promising breakthroughs came from analyzing a burner phone the killer had used to contact victims anonymously. By mapping calls, triangulating cell towers, and cross-referencing timelines, investigators began to narrow the suspect pool. The pivotal moment came when surveillance footage and witness accounts placed a black Chevy Avalanche near crime scenes during the times of the disappearances. The vehicle's owner? Rex Heuermann, a New York City architect who lived just miles from Gilgo Beach in the suburban town of Massapequa Park. At first glance, Heuermann seemed an unlikely suspect. A married man with 2 children, running a successful architecture firm in Midtown Manhattan, he lived a quiet, ordinary life. Neighbors described him as reserved, sometimes odd, but nothing criminal. However, as investigators dug deeper, suspicions grew. Forensic testing linked DNA from a discarded pizza crust outside Herman's home to hair found on one victim's remains. This discovery was a critical breakthrough tying him directly to the crime scene. Additionally, cell phone records placed him in areas connected to the murders during key times. Further disturbing evidence came from his digital footprint. Investigators uncovered internet searches on his devices related to the victims, serial killers, forensic methods, and news updates about the case. Heuermann appeared to track the investigation obsessively. A search of his home revealed multiple burner phones, encrypted laptops, journals filled with dark fantasies, and communications under fake aliases with women. He carefully concealed his double life behind the facade of a family man, often traveling with his family out of town, trips prosecutors say he used as cover for committing his crimes. Now let's take a moment to remember the victims: Melissa Barthelemy, Megan Waterman, Amber Costello, and Maureen Brainard Barnes. These were vibrant young women, each trying to survive difficult circumstances. Many turned to escort work via online platforms, hoping to earn quick money but exposing themselves to risk. They disappeared between 2007 and 2010, all found wrapped in burlap sacks along the beach. A haunting signature of the killer. Calls made from the victims' phones after their disappearance traced back to areas Heuermann frequented, including his Midtown Manhattan office, adding another layer to the case. Yet, not all remains found along Gilgo Beach have been linked to him, leaving open questions about possible other perpetrators or victims still unidentified. The investigation remains active, with authorities hopeful that ongoing forensic analysis of Heuermann's digital data will reveal more. After his July 2023 arrest, Heuermann pleaded not guilty. His defense claims DNA evidence could be contaminated and challenges the reliability of the digital data. But prosecutors argue their case is airtight, built on DNA matches, burner phone records, internet searches, and witness testimonies. Legal experts expect a lengthy, high-profile trial with intense battles over evidence and jury selection. Public fascination centers on how a seemingly normal, respectable man could lead a secret life as a killer. Meanwhile, investigators are sifting through thousands of files recovered from Heuermann's devices, encrypted messages, photos, maps, and notes. This trove may uncover more victims or reveal details still unknown. The Gilgo Beach case shines a harsh spotlight on broader societal issues: the vulnerability of sex workers, the dangers of online platforms, and systemic failures that let these crimes go undetected for so long. It raises urgent questions about how law enforcement can better protect marginalized communities and maintain trust with victims' families. As Heuermann awaits trial, families cling to a fragile hope for justice. But wounds inflicted by years of uncertainty and loss run deep. This case reminds us that evil can hide in plain sight, and relentless determination combined with advancing technology is vital in bringing predators to justice. If you found this story compelling, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Cold Case Vault so you never miss an update. Share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about this case and the investigation so far? The story of the Long Island Killer isn't just about one man or a series of tragic murders. It's about the human cost of violence, the resilience of those left behind, and the pursuit of truth in the face of darkness. These victims were daughters, sisters, friends, people who deserve to live, to be loved, and to be remembered. The community's commitment to their memory and justice reflects a powerful truth. No matter how long it takes, the truth always comes to light. Thanks for watching Cold Case Vault. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and we'll see you in the next case.